Look at you circling. Shit, fucking. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's enough. Yeah, you don't need any more of that. No.
Hey.
You don't need it.
Hey.
I'd rather put some heart in
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah. Sounds lovely, Sarah. That was it. That was it just now. That's genetic. It must be. Nobody would know that but me. No one alive now, except maybe Debbie. Dad said that Sarah reminded him of his grandmother Todd. He probably got it from her. No, you just mind your business. No talk. Just sit. Quiet. Shut the Kevin McCarthy lost another vote. So now they're going to do another one. I tell you, the Democrats are being amazing. Every single one of them, every single representative is voting for Hakeem Jeffries. Every single one. Every time they vote, they're showing we are united. And it is just funny to see these MAGA freaks going crazy. And it's enjoyable to watch them show on day one that they can't govern anything, not even themselves. An electric bike.
Mm.
I want a stationary bike here in the house or something, a treadmill. I don't like to walk around homes. No, I did it in Albuquerque a lot when I lived in the foothills because we had trails. Up and down and all around and trees and rocks and shit. But I also don't want to be that cliche person who has a damn treadmill that puts starts putting clothes on it. So you understand my dilemma. It would be a monument to my failure if I got one and I didn't use it, start hanging clothes on it, and it would be there to remind me that I just failed completely. So why bother at all? These things cost you.
And Sharon, nice meeting you, Sharon. See, welcome to the show, George. What do we got for him? We saved the best for last, Steve. It's your new SUV.
I have a new SUV would be lovely. As long as it's not made by Tesla. I'm a never Tesla guy. I wouldn't put 1 cent in pocket of Elon Musk.
It's a game called That's Too Much. Now, it's a tricky game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you numbers, and each one of these numbers looks like the price of an SUV, but none of them is the price of that Mazda over here. And the prices are going to increase as we go. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the number that's just over the price of the Mazda CX-5. When you see that, yell out, "That's too much." If you're right, you win. Got it? Ready? Here we go. 25,945. Okay. 27,335. Yep. 28,780. Oh, one more. 30,204. One more. Rachel, I always say, I always say it's up 30,000. That's too much. 31,645. I hope you're right. Mazda CX-5. It is 30. Oh yeah, 2 more to go. Man, this game.
Oh.
Steve, sorry, buddy.
I'm stoned. Yeah. Yeah, so are you. I don't think you should be broadcasting your shit on YouTube. Stone, no two-piece. You know, just, yeah. In your own way, it's as bad as a fox. You should have an enlightening and entertaining guest right alongside you. Don't you think? One that could shoot off his mouth at a moment's notice. Huh? Yeah, everybody needs a guest like that. Huh? So, you don't want me on your show? Is that what you're saying? You don't want me to come on your show? I can anyway. I'll get right behind you. I'll stay right behind you. Yeah. Behind your head. You know, all sorts of, adult, mature things, that grown-ups do. Like the MAGA caucus at the House of Representatives having vote after vote after vote. It's just something that ignorant, stupid, crazy people do. Oh, I just saw that fucking Shriner's hat and I almost gagged.
Please call or go online now. If operators are busy, please call again or give right away at loveshriners.org.
Your gift makes a difference. Thank you for giving.
I love my hardwood floors, but honestly, I didn't really know how to take care of them. That's until I found Swiffer Wet Check Book.
Yeah, well, nobody can find a Swiffer. Susie just doesn't want to go with. I'll tell you, if it's something she really wants, no matter how painful it is, she'll get up and go do it. You know? So, yeah, I know. I mean, I want her to be that, have that pain go away. And I'm going, what about just some fucking goddamn heroin people? What the hell did people make that shit up for if it's not to use? Okay? Who cares if you become an addict? Just get a prescription. I mean, damn. I mean, you know, I don't want anyone that's horrible. From what I understand, you know, terrible. But yes, you two stay out there. Yes, you want to come in here, but I'll put you on the bed, Tessie. And then everybody can come and go if they please. Come here. Come here. Yes, little peaches. Now you can come and go if you please. You might as well be there, Tessie. Nothing's happening. Don't be getting that look in your eye like you just wanted to be right around my feet. I'm like the last ember of a fire, and they're all right there. Constantly. Where's your mama? Well, see, she got a puppy when she can't walk. So, you know, we weren't thinking about maybe she might not have the health to take care of her. The maid does. Some fucking maid does.
So I reset it to 5. I'm going to do the same thing for you. You get
Waste control. The waste control management team goes on alert all around the house at a moment's notice, cursing the minute he finds it and going and cleaning it up. Big Bar used to hide under the bed, and then after I get it cleaned up, I'd be all right. And it's always, God damn, especially if I step in it or something like that. And so, see, that's this. And I'm sitting outside having a cigarette, and these dogs are running around, and I'm going, and the funny thing is I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm just sitting there going, I'm having a cigarette. I'm here with Chris. He's in his chair. Nobody's home. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And I'm not doing anything. That's it. I'm getting paid to fucking sit here. But don't think, yeah, I know how to say no, please. Fuck that shit, no. Yeah, but I'm right, doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm not doing it. It's really weird to me. Nobody's home. I mean, you know, this could not happen in any other way. So I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not doing anything. Oh, I can't watch these puppy dogs. I'd buy up this entire area and turn it into a super doggy compound for, you know, sweet puppies everywhere. If I were Elon Musk, I'd make sure there were no homeless animals, no meanness. And urgent medical care. And most of all, you can give that animal the love that we all need and deserve. Even though John D. Rockefeller was the son of a bitch, he always carried silver dollars around and gave to the poor. So visit our website, call This is in the 1800s and early 1900s. He lived to be almost 100. But as an old man, he always had silver dollars in his pocket. You don't see Elon Musk walking around amongst the people
Oh.
silver dollars saying, I will give you something because I've taken so much in the world. You know, that's the attitude. I should give you something because I've taken so much. But God doesn't give anyone billions of dollars. He gives them enough to get by, and they, by hook or by crook, turn it into that. And that's when it becomes the tool of evil. It should be shared. It should be given away.
You're tired of washing dishes? Well, flip the way you clean them with the Unapplied and Easy Squeeze. It's an upside down brush with no cap. You just grab it.
Andrew Carnegie, you know, he made all the libraries. He built libraries all over the country with his money. You know? See, they had antitrust laws back in the early 1900s that prevented these companies from getting so big, and I guess they just decided to ignore them since about 1980 something. You know what? I like Ronald Reagan because of his amiable style and you know, his communicability, and you know, like, but until he ran, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know that he was in, you know, then they started talking about how he'd been an actor and showing it. And I was going, oh. But he was not what I consider to be a great president. The last 2 years of his 8 years, Nancy ran the White House through an astrologer. I mean, for those who want to remember, she was prompting him on screen in an interview, telling him we're doing all we can. Yeah, she said, she touches his hand and says, we're doing all we can. All right, we're doing all we can. Yeah. But she was running to White House with her astrologer. Okay. So that's history. The real story. Oh, I'm sorry, little poo-poo. Come. Come. You're never alone. You're never alone. Yeah. So I have to pet the baby too.
So it's a game room, a pair of smartphones, and a new car. It's all yours if the price is right. Except we so you or the show the manager, so you get to decide whether to bid on that or pass it on. What do you think?
Come here, Wally. Come cheater, Papa. Wallace is being jealous too.
I'm going to say $40,000. $40,000. All right. Good luck to you. Sakia, you ready for your showcase? Yeah, take it away, George. All right, here we go, Sakia. We are going all in with your showcase, and the fun starts with anything you could possibly want on your all-inclusive trip to the Maldives.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry.
Los Angeles to the
Don't give me a
Mm.
Don't give me a fucking trip.
Mm.
I would rather wait until till everything is virtual 3D and go that way. I'd rather go to fucking recall. Take the trip myself. But, you know, there'd be no bags, no nothing, no remembering any kind of flight, no nothing. You're just there. You have nothing in your bag. None of the nothing. That's why these people in the airplanes and everything else is just so, it's just crazy to me. For someone who grew up being able to fly at least locally within about within 5, 6 state area, uh, it didn't make me happy to be able to fly to Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma. It didn't make me happy. Dad needed company. He didn't want to fly to fucking Tulsa, Oklahoma all that way by himself. Guess what? I ended up fucking going with him. And fucking Jim McVeigh gets in the goddamn back seat. I was going, I didn't know if Jim wanted to fly co-pilot or not. So Jim got in the back seat, and that's when we had to fire. But that wasn't any fun. I don't remember that trip flying back. It sucked. I mean, it just fucking ass sucked, butt fucked. I hated it. Why do you, man? Fucking hated it. Oh my God. It was just, so I'm one of those people that it's just being able to get from point A to point B. I don't care. I'd rather just stay right where I'm at. And when your mom goes off about San Diego and all this shit, I'm going, it's like you don't even think about the whole goddamn reason you were there. Your son was in fucking hospital with a broken body. While you're going out to dinner on the pier in San Diego and the motel and the hotel is nice and da. Meanwhile, you're laid up like a starfish in the hospital. I'm going, you always neglect to mention that. It's like you took a pleasure cruise to San Diego regularly. No, you went for doctor's visits. There's a big difference between that and vacation. And Dad took Joy to Switzerland, and they were gone for a month. Oh my God! I've never felt so free in my life.
Just $9.95 a month.
But that's the reason why I know she hasn't been able to travel anymore. But she didn't really miss out on anything. I mean, sure, I have a lot of stories, but I'm trying to tell you, you didn't miss anything, Susie, because no matter where you go, it's you there.
Yeah.
It's you there.
Yeah.
And, and that's the whole thing is you're cold, or you got to take a dump, or you got to take a shit, you got to take a piss. It's too fucking cold. It's too fucking hot. You can't breathe. You just take all that shit with you to another, just like Big Fan and the Peanuts cartoon. It all just comes along with you, So I go somewhere strange to do that. Debbie and Travis got lost in downtown Dallas, and they were gone for like 3 fucking hours. I'm talking, it was just the day we got there. They got so turned around and lost. I mean, how much fun was that? Not. God, I don't remember the flight there or the flight back, but we borrowed somebody's Cessna 409 or something like that. It carried quite a few passengers, and we had Debbie and Travis and Patrick and John and me and Sarah and Barry and probably Joy's sister, and we all fucking flew to Dallas. And normally I would see whenever we were flying in a different airplane, I would find that interesting,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would have been, but guess what? It was full of fucking people, and there was no reason. I hated the reason why we were going, and Sharon and I had a fight the day of the funeral, and the day after the funeral was over, and when we got back to Hobbs, I just wish Susie had traveled more with us, and then maybe she wouldn't have thought it was fun. Disneyland does not sound like fun to me.
Yeah.
And you know what? It really never did after I went to Six Flags 2 or 3 times. When we went to You know, we went to different ones, you know, but Six Flags was the biggest one. And you know what? I mean, I got a good taste of what it's like to go to an amusement park.
Yeah.
I don't need Cinderella to take a picture with me. You know, it's, you know, I was going, that does sound like fun.
Yeah.
I mean, did you enjoy that at all? Some of it? You did some of it? Uh-huh. But not all of it. Nobody can like all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, because Gary was jonesing for a drink. That's why Susie got left behind. Yeah. Gary wanted to go have one of those big tall glasses of beer. He didn't. He didn't that day. Susie had told me that he was in a hurry to go have a beer or something like that.
Yeah.
He was done with her dog. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I was when I first heard that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he never lost her at a concert or anything. No, she never got lost in the crowd or anything. You know, at least not at Nugent. That's the only one I went
Yeah.
with her to. I just wish somebody could give her some goddamn concrete answers about this shit.
Yeah.
Kicking her around. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm starting to say we need to start looking at Houston.
Yeah.
And I mean, how in the hell could we make that work? I mean, there is no fucking way Susie could go to Houston.
Yeah.
You think she could? I mean, you know, with this plane going straight to Houston, to me, actually, you know what? I don't remember where Air West went. Probably up to Albuquerque. We're not to Albuquerque, we know that. But you know what? It's to me, it doesn't matter. Houston or Dallas or whatever, you can go from there wherever you want to in the world. So, you know, yeah, since this one goes straight to Houston, I mean, that would be it. I just go to Houston and figure it out from there. Plus, I mean, you know, Cheryl was there in the hospital, but I mean, Susie was never there. Never went there or anything else. But they have probably good medical care. But see, the power grid's pretty bad, and if they got an ice, frigid, cold, and everything else, then it will get cold, and the lights will go out in the emergency room, and everybody die. See what can happen? Their power grid will freeze out with the Arctic blast. We've got a bomb cyclone headed for us. We're going to have another bomb cyclone. I was trying to think a couple of days ago what that name was of those stores because they made it seem like this last one was going to really do it to us, which it did. It blew a lot of shit around. But now we have another bomb cyclone headed in our direction. And so, and it's probably going to bring in that frigid Arctic air that you know.
Rejected by a judge. Under an order issued Friday, next week as attorneys prepare for a hearing on the merits of the proposal. The case has been pending before the U.S. Supreme Court for nearly a decade, and the states are.
Boy, you couldn't pay me enough to go back to 2018 to be right. I was on day 4 of an 8-day stretch. At the time, I didn't even know they could do that. And my God, I was at that door from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And oh my God, and it was so cold. That's why when I hear this bomb cyclone thing, I'm going, well, it's going to be like that. That was one of the hardest work weeks I think I've ever had because of the weather and having to get bing bong out and walk around and everything else before I even make work, before the sun came out. That was hard. Okay, that building that they just showed, that's where if we all moved and got a condo in Albuquerque, That's where I would go.
It's completely redone with floors, paint, basketball hoops. They're still working to finish the ceiling within the next few weeks. The fitness center also got
I'm just saying, if we were gonna do something like that, because the apartments are really large and completely handicap accessible. In fact, there's my friend Jay Lee. He only had one leg in hand, and elevators, and all this stuff.
Not since 1923 have we seen a battle on the floor over who will be Speaker of the House.
You want to have yourself sitting in a jail cell. Are you in a prison lunchroom right now? That's what it looks like. It looks like you're in a prison chow area. Yeah. Put yourself in jail.
Huh.
Al, find one where you're sitting in a correctional facility in an orange jumpsuit and say hi to Trump. Kit Boga does those. I wonder where he gets all his. I watched one of his things the other day. They caught him. They said, "You that YouTube bastard! You the son of a bitch!" And you got shit jaw, on YouTube. And he going, "Look who's talking!" Yeah, he destroyed all their files, and they had put up. Have you seen? They put up a fake Bank of America website. He said they must have either had to pay someone big time to get that done or whatever, but he deleted it all. And they knew who he was by the end. Kip Bog, dude, fuck you, son of a bitch, and you're the YouTube bastard. And it was good.
Still, the donations continue to roll into the Mark Allen's toy drive following this collapse Monday night. We'll have an update. Plus, Southwest Airlines still trying to make amends for its holiday meltdown. The newest lawsuit filed by a passenger and what Southwest is doing to try to make things right. And working from home became popular during the pandemic, but companies are calling workers back why it's becoming a daunting task.
Do you have a great photo? Submit it to KRQE's Report It on KRQE.com or the KRQE News app. Keeping an eye on the forecast helps you make the most out of your day, especially if you're on the move.
Lately, it is here to see the best our gorgeous state has to offer. From mountain peaks
To star-filled skies. Our team of meteorologists is keeping track of the weather all over